Listen, I'm sorry I have to do this to you guys in your wallets, but I've got another dope pair of Yeezys. The Yeezy 350 V2 has gone under minor changes since it first released. Changes to the prime knit, the side stripe, the knit pattern, and the removal of the pull tab. And the pair of shoes that we're taking a look at today has gone under another minor change, and I really like it. Today we're taking a look at the Yeezy 350 V2 in the Ash Stone colorway. Here we go, the 350 box. This hasn't gone under any minor changes. As you can see, it still has the 350, the boost on the side, and I will give you a little look at that size tag or the color code. Ash Stone is the name. Right, sliding these open, you get a card. This is the exact same card that you got when you ordered a pair of Zions. If you remember the Zions, they had a little card like this. It wasn't just the Zions, there was other 350s as well. It essentially just states that the prime knit may have some minor differences from pair to pair. Pulling out the pair of shoes, here we go. Today's pair of sneakers, the Yeezy 350 V2 Ash Stone. There's another interesting change or maybe step back, but this doesn't have the infinity loop lacing system. So it has the regular laces that we used to see on 350s. So of course you don't get an extra pair of laces included in the box. Another thing to note that when you get your pair of Ash Stones, it will come with this little rope attachment as opposed to the plastic, of course being just a little bit more eco-friendly. But here it is, the Yeezy 350 V2 Ash Stone. I gotta say, I have a lot of positive things to say about this. The colorway is really nice. This colorway of the Yeezy 350 was part of a region pack, or I guess a region locked pair of sneakers. This is where they drop different colorways that are exclusively only available in a set region. The Ash Stone Yeezy 350 released alongside the Ash Blue Yeezy 350 and both dropped on February the 27th. This colorway released in the EU, Asia Pacific, Russia, and I believe Ukraine. Of course, they retail for the regular $220 out in the US or £180 here in the UK. And I gotta say, out of the two colorways that dropped, this one is definitely my favorite. Honestly, the colors on this pair of shoes are actually pretty different. And of course, you've got this new faded look or ashy look, which again is one of those minor changes that I was talking about. It's a really nice mix of this dark brown color, almost like maybe a mocha or a chocolate color. And of course, this faded or ashy look gives it a kind of brighter tone on the top. And if we take a look at the lateral side of the shoe, you'll see the stripe that comes on a lot of Yeezy 350s. However, this is no longer semi-translucent, it's just straight one color. And that color is a really nice, very light, almost orange color. Maybe you could call it salmon or peach. Definitely has a predominantly orange tone to it. Just above that kind of orange stripe, you get an even darker color of brown, just in that little section on top there. You may be able to draw some comparisons to the Beluga Yeezy 350, however, that might be a little bit of a stretch. The laces come in that same kind of grayish brown color that you find on the majority of the upper of this sneaker. The sock liner also comes in that same kind of grayish brown tone, as well as the insole. And right at the back there, you have the Adidas Yeezy branding in the same color as the stripe. The midsole comes in a darker brown, which I really like the contrast of the kind of faded upper, which makes it a little bit lighter, and this darker midsole. And of course the outsole comes in the exact same traction pattern, the exact same color, with all of the exposed boost elements as well. I think most of us are pretty familiar with the Yeezy 350 comfort and sizing. I personally go a half size up in 350s. However, you know, if you've tried on a pair of 350s before, definitely go that size. Definitely one of the most comfortable, if not the most comfortable pair of Yeezys in the entire lineup. I'm a huge fan of this colorway of the Yeezy 350. This is definitely going to be one that I keep, I wear. I just don't think I personally have a Yeezy 350 that looks quite like this one. Also really liking this kind of faded ashy look. It gives it almost like a little bit of a vintage worn down effect, and I really like it. The colors are super wearable. You can make this match with a lot of different outfits. Pretty much an earth tone pair of Yeezys, of course, except for that nice little hit of color you get on the side. And personally, orange is like one of my favorite colors, and it definitely works on this pair of 350s. If you didn't manage to get a pair of these, or if you weren't located in one of the regions that these released, you'll be happy to know that resale on these is not that bad. There did seem to be a decent amount of stock for the 350. Of course, there is a huge amount of demand, but they did make a lot of pair of these. You can expect prices to just be a fraction above retail, so it's definitely not going to be the worst thing if you did not manage to grab these. With so many different colorways of the 350 releasing, I think it is wise to be a little bit more selective with what colorways you go for, and still keeping that in mind, I definitely still recommend this one. I think this is definitely one of the better colorways of the Yeezy 350 V2. But either way, I'm interested to know what you think of the Yeezy 350 Ash Stone. Do you prefer the Ash Blue? Did you manage to get a pair of these on release? Please let me know down in the comment section. But thank you so much for coming through, hanging out for yet again another video. Thank you for liking, commenting, and of course subscribing. I'll catch you all in the next one, but until then.